And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
It's Week 17, Brandon, and I'm just going to go ahead and say he's not going to win the MVP award. But that doesn't mean to me that he shouldn't get strong consideration. I think he's been terrific this year.
He has, and I think the highest praise came from the coaching staff telling us that he's been more vital to our team than any other quarterback in the league. If your coaches are saying that, you feel pretty good.
Yeah, I actually heard from an opposing coach earlier this week where he said, look, he's not going to win it, but he should. He's been the best player we played against this season.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6.
Love from the gun. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
Their own 21-yard line.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A
lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And
now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
The man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. On first down, Hines. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Brett Maher on board.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At at their own 25.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Gain of 4.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This is Mack on the counter. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Intended for Nick Boyle.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
49-yard.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And down he goes, a Buccaneer.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Darius Leonard in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
At the 19-yard line, a 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down, low. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For John Ross.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
That'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Yeah, we dominate today.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
The tackle made back at midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nyheim Hines, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping it.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
And this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. That catch, by the way, number 1099 for his career. One away from 1,100.
Sounds like an IRS catch.
Popped in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 40, the 30, 10.
Showtime today.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, we joked on his 1,099th catch that 1099 reminded us of our taxes. This one's not as funny. He has 1,100 catches. He is legit.
Well, he's also in a different tax bracket than we are. Because of those 1,100 catches, he has earned it, hasn't he?
Indeed.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, They need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
7-yard pickup.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you'll put a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now here's Ross. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Play fake. Here's Love. Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He dumps this off to Mack. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Out to his left. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this 1st half. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On third down, it's Hines. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
A gain of 50.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Hines. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Number 27, Leonard.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. For some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and 9 now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Chris Godwin, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working out of the gun. Love. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
4 yards. complete.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's second and inches.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was taken down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. He completes this one to Mack. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Love from the gun. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Back now here on EA Sports. Well, the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Matthews that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The 44-yard line. A 5-yard pickup.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. His last catch was number 1100. This one, 1101. Puts him even with 2013 Hall of Famer Chris Carter.
So it just tells you it doesn't matter whether you catch it with one hand, catch it with 2 hands. They count the same. And what a number he has put up in his career.
41-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Mack. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
To Marlon Mack.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this one complete on the slant route. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Going back to Love. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Boy, he's moving right up the career leaderboard. Last catch tied him with Chris Carter. This one ties him with Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison.
So can he go ahead and prepare his speech right now for whatever date he's going to be inducted?
The measurements for the jacket?
Measurements for the jacket, what are the details for the weekend, how many people can he invite to the party? Because he's going to Canton.
If anybody's listening, I'm a 38 regular.
At the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Love. He tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Looking to run with Mack. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 27, Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy to turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He was tackled at the 27.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 3 from the 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
An extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Indy set to go on offense once more. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The toss here completed to Pittman.
Love's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Love with it. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.